Stop 32 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Kansas Speedway as we're here today for the running of the Camping World RB 400 for today's running of this event. As the season's down to 9 races to go on the season, points battle has now pulled away just a little bit. Dylan Young, of course, now is the points leader as I predicted after the race at Dover, and he leads by just nearly 100 points now over Jessica Shelton, who's in second position. Chelsea Bowles running in third spot in the points at the moment. So, points battle still up for grabs here as we go into this race at Kansas Speedway. And let's get the starting line for today's running of this event. On the pole at 186 miles per hour, it is Zed Weinstein. I believe it's his first pole of the season in car number 70, the Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. He'll be alongside Kyle Matthews, number 42 Meliella Pontiac, the winner of the season at Martinsville and at California this season. Row 2 is Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile for Sega Motorsports. Trent yet to win a race this season. He'll be alongside Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft 4, the 3-time winner of the season. He won at Rockingham, Kentucky, and the last stop on the tour at Dover. The second stop at Dover, I should say. Row 3 has a 2-time winner this season, Kev Shearer, the number 57 Heinz Ketchup Pontiac. He won the season at Richmond and Charlotte this season, the first Richmond race. He'll be alongside Keith Batson, number 88 Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird. Row number 4 has Dalton Day, the winner at Yas Marina Circuit, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside the Brickyard 400 winner. It's Stephanie, that's about the 10th time I've done that. It's Chelsea Bowles, the number 26 Quaker State Buick. She's on the outside. Then it's Seth Cole, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac with the inside of the 5th row. He'll be alongside 2-time winner of the season, Joshua Osborne, the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, the winner of the season at Darlington and again at the second race at Michigan. Row 6 has Johnny Gardner, number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. He'll be on the inside of the 6th row, and he'll be alongside Joshua Collard, who won at New Hampshire this season, the STP Pontiac, car number 43. Going to row number 7 has Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She'll be on the inside of the 7th row. She won the season at Sonoma. She's currently second in points. She'll be alongside Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet, who won the night race at Bristol. The winner of the day race at Bristol starts inside of the 8th row, Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 99 Exide Barrios Ford of Levi McIntyre. He won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona and also the first race at Dover. Then it's Ryan George, a 2-time winner this season in the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, the one at North Wilkesboro, and the second race at Richmond. And the winner of the first Pocono event starts on the outside, Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Then it's Dylan Poteet, the number 31 Goodrich Service Mom and Pops Chevrolet, car number 31. He's on the inside of row number 10. He'll be alongside the 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles. Then it's Cole Deaver, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford on the inside of the 11th row. Beside him will be the number 75 Valvoline Ford of Cole Baker, who won the season at Atlanta. Then it's Dawson Wise, the number 18 Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Alongside of him will be Chris Dodd, a 2-time winner this season at Talladega and the Daytona 500. Wise was the winner at Las Vegas. Jonathan Zorlin, the winner of the race at Texas, has the inside of the next row, the Lifebuoy Chevrolet, car number 71. And he'll be alongside Amari Stoudemire Jr., number 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. Then it's the number 21 Citgo Ford of Michigan winner, the first Michigan winner, Quentin Moore. He'll be alongside the number 11 Budweiser Chevrolet of Zach Winkle, who won a second stop at Pocono.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Manson getting for our news. There's some racing here today. Sky Cummins and Jeremy Jones has the next row after that. Zed Weinstein, a 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac, will lead him down. It's back to an all Pontiac front row for today's running event. They're quite unusual in some ways. As the field rounds through turn number 4 here, as we get set for 41 laps of distance here today. And let's see how the points shake up after this race here. The green flag race will be as we are underway here at Kansas Speedway. And jumping out in front goes Zed Weinstein. Kyle Matthews goes in the second spot. Third is Trent Dunham's. Dylan Young up on the high side. Here comes car 57. That's Kev Shear to the inside. He'll try to take third spot away from Trent Dunham as they go into turn number 3. And now Dalton Davis go 3 wide. And oh my gosh, were they 4? I thought they were 4 wide there at one point. Turns out they weren't. And Weinstein leads the first lap in 3 wide, 2 rows deep right here, as Jessica Shelton, with the help of Charles Sanford, moves their way up through the field here as they go down the back stretch. Dalton Davis got the help from the car Seth Cole, car 52, as he'll try to take position away. On board Kyle Matthews' car. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's race. Kev Shear diving to the inside on the 57 car. Matthews fights back on the outside of the track. And comes to start finish, and coming out of turn number 4. Seth Cole's going to try to take second position. Look at him flying that 52 car, and Shelton making her way through the field now in car number 9. Just not happy with the fact that she lost the points lead after the race at New Hampshire, or after the race at Dover, I should say. And she's been in a bit of a slump as of late, though, having crashed in the last few having crashed in about, I think to my knowledge, about 3 of the last 5 races. Charles Sanford diving inside car number 24. He'll take that DuPont Chevrolet to the inside lane. And Dylan Young, who took the points lead after the race at Dover when he won the race. Dylan Young has never won a championship in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. This could be the season for him in that number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. He and Shelton side by side as they come to the start-finish line. Zed Weinstein continuing to lead this race here. Kyle Matthews dropping back here, but now he's moving up a little bit, though, inside of Joshua Collard, Levi McIntyre, and Jessica Shelton, and Matthews wants to pass them both. Three wide racing at over 190 miles per hour here at Kansas Speedway. Collard in the middle of the track now. Here comes Keith Batson to the inside. In number 88, Benjamin Miles and Joshua Osborne right behind him in 17. Batson and Osborne both in the top 10 in the points chase. Osborne, I think, in fact, came in this race in the top 5. Ryan George to the inside, car number 30. He's going to try to take second from Charles Sanford in 24. Sanford, as we said, the winner of the day race at Bristol. And Ryan George was the winner at the, as we said, on both short tracks, 2 of the short tracks at the second visit to Richmond. He also won the First Union 400 down in North Wilkesboro. But right now, Zed Weinstein's got him all in his rearview mirror in that 70 car as he is looking for his first win of the season. This is the 2-time champion of this series. 3 wide for second place. Dylan Young to the inside. He's got to shove from his buddy Benjamin Miles in the number 27 car as they go down to off turn number 2. Some great racing all the way around for any position except first. And oh no, they're 4 wide. Coming off turn number 2, Shear and Shelton. They are getting a little cozy there coming out of that 4th turn. Shear to the high side. He'll take position. Now Shelton's still stuck in the middle with her and Collard and Benjamin Miles. Now Poteet's making his way through the field in car number 31. Kyle Matthews behind him in number 42. Chris Dollerton, 55, car making his way through the field right now. He has our second in-car camera. And we're under yellow for the first time, I think. Looks like, yes, we are. Caution number 1 coming out on lap number 11 of this event. And it's John Arndt, car number 6, that's crashed. I thought at the beginning of the season his luck was going to be turning around with this ride, but unfortunately it's the same old luck he's enjoyed. He did not enjoy, I should say, last season. And it was a 3-car ordeal as they happened in turn number 1 here. Cole Baker went to the inside in car number 75 of Cole Deaver and Amari Steiner. Actually, Cole Deaver and Jonathan Zorlin. Baker dipped to the apron of the track, gets rear-ended by Zach Winkle, and then John Arndt gets right into Winkle's car. And you see right there on the 75 car, the wheels locked, the brakes were locked up on the 75 machine. That's what it appeared to me it looked like on the 75 there as the car spun. Let's take a look at it again. There's where see right there. There's where he gets rear-ended by the 11 of Zach Winkle, and then the 6 rear ends the 11. But yeah, I mean, look at that right there. It looks to me like in the 75 car, the wheels were locked, the brakes were locked up on the 75 machine. Kind of a weird ordeal there. Cole Baker slamming on the brakes though to try to get his car to bring his car to a stop, but unfortunate ordeal for Zach Winkle and for John Arndt, as they have, unfortunately for them, out of the race today on lap number lap number 11 of this event. And Dawson Wise also out of the race in the 18 car because of a piston problem on his machine. For all intents and purposes, it's an engine failure on number 18, Interstate Battery Chevrolet. The green flag will wave on lap number 15 here at Kansas Speedway. Zed Weinstein leads the event, and boy, Dylan Young was ready on that restart. But Ryan George says nuh-uh, and several cars scraping the wall a little bit coming into turn number 1. And Young's caught on the high side. George, Osborne, Shear, Collard, and finally gets a drafting buddy with another Dylan Poteet. Matthews goes by. Shelton, I think, goes by. She's got the help from Chris Dollerton in 55. Meantime, a battle for the lead possibly ensuing here. The pair of Joshua is going at it. Osborne and Collard. And here comes Osborne for the lead in car 17 to the inside of Zed Weinstein in the 70 machine. Weinstein's car's been going good on the high lane as they come out of turn number 4. Oh my gosh, who leads this lap? Osborne does. But Collard goes with Weinstein on the outside of the racetrack here. Now Matthews tries to reel in Osborne as they come out of turn number 2, but Osborne gets the bite. He'll take the lead, but only momentarily because Weinstein is supposed to cross over on him, and he'll take the lead back. Shows you how strong that number 70 Rumpel Furniture Special is. That's the J.D. McDuffie entry. And now Kyle Matthews decides he wants to go for the lead. He's got the help from Collard and Shelton. But nope, Collard goes inside. Now he wants to take the lead. What racing we're seeing here at Kansas Speedway as the field comes out of corner number 4. Now Shelton goes inside. She wants to take the lead. And she shoves Collard up the track. The yellow flag flies again, looks like. And oh no. Oh my gosh. That was almost a calamity right there between Kev Shear and Josh and Seth Cole. But they maintain control. Joshua Cole won the respect to start finish line. Oh no, it's Nick Johnson, 66-22. Sky Commons, Zachary Fitzwater, 29. Oh, and Chicagoland winner Michael Norman has crashed. And something tells me that crash happened way back then when it happened, from whence it happened. Trent Dunham goes to the inside there. Dunham, yep, just gives Norman a tap. Norman saved it right there, but he's all the way down the inside of the track at over 180 miles per hour. All the way down the apron. Norman makes a turn, goes into turn number 3. Up the track, hits the brakes, but too late. Sky Commons slams into him. And boy, Cole Deaver just missed, but Daniel Olson in the 25 didn't. And the 66 and the 29 and the 22 crashed right into the 3 car. Yet Daniel Olson got a piece of that crash in 25. Yet there it is in the 25 machine. But oh my gosh, Cole Deaver did not miss that crash, but by inches in that 7 machine. Oh my goodness. Let's look at it again from his perspective. He's on the outside of Jonathan Zorlin. Watch Deaver. Oof! Oh my gosh, if he got into the crash, it was probably just a slight scratch, but I mean that was close for the 7 car. Not safe for Cole Deaver. His heart was up to his throat when all that was happening. So the second caution flag flying here as so the leader right now is Joshua Collard. Second is Jessica Shelton. Third position now is Kyle Matthews. Chris Dalton running in 4th position. 5th is Joshua Osborne. Ryan George. 6th, Charles Sanford 7th. Zed Weinstein drops to 8th. 9th is Kev Shearer. In 10th position is Seth Cole as the green flag waves on lap 23 from the second caution flag of the day. Here at Kansas Speedway, Joshua Collard leads him down in car 43 of the King Richard Petty colors. And Chris Dalton going to the inside of Kyle Matthews for that second position. Shelton hanging up on that back bumper of Collard's car. On board Jessica Shelton's car. She goes inside of Collard now for the number 1 spot. But Collard has the high lane working to his advantage. Shelton had to back out of the gas coming out of the 4th turn. Dalton up to the high side. Ryan George takes the 3rd spot away in car number 30. And now here comes Charles Sanford to the inside in car 24. Kev Shearer, Dylan Young. Dylan Young came in this race with a 90-point lead after his win at Dover. And here comes Shelton and her. George goes to the inside. Or tried to go to the inside of Collard. Now Ryan George sticks his nose at that bright yellow Pontiac. To the inside of that red and white Ford. Shelton dives inside of Collard, but again, Collard has that bite come out of the turn. And here comes Ryan George for the second position. George to the inside. Here comes Charles Sanford's going to try to make a 3 wide. In 24, he does, I think, barely. And Kev Shearer says, hey, this is fun. I want to join in on the fun. And so does Chris Dalton. And watch Shelton go backwards in that 9 car. She goes to the high side of the track. And now 3 wide again for second. George, Sanford, and Shearer. And whoa, Shelton got together with the 27 of Benjamin Miles. And now they're almost 4 wide again. This may not end well here. And Sanford now has to back off the throttle. Here comes that 55 car of Chris Dalton and Zed Weinstein to make his way back through the field. Weinstein, who led in the early portion of this race here, and now here comes Dalton to the inside. He'll take second for a moment, but here comes Seth Cohen, number 52. Seth had the heartbreak at Dover, if you remember the last stop in the tour, was leading the race late in the going there, and then with 7 laps to go, got spun up by that man there, Dylan Young in the 2 car, with 7 laps to go for the win. And now Young takes second, but here comes Jessica Shelton, and where did Joshua Sakuli come from, that 12 car? Joshua Sakuli has this beautiful line, and Benjamin Miles is spun in 27! Benjamin Miles and Amari Stoudemire Jr. has crashed on lap number 29 of this event, and it's a tuck break for Benjamin Miles. He had a solid run going on. Stoudemire was running in 32nd position when his crash happened. And with that 27 car looked like it was going to be just a 1-car spin. Miles was running in 11th, and he got hit by the 26 of Chelsea Bowles. He turns Benjamin Miles around. Dalton Day. And gets into him, and there Jesse Turner gets squeezed into the wall in the 94 car. Osborne just misses him in the 17 machine. And then Poteet turns down low, and he misses the 27, but 68 of Amari Stoudemire Jr. Gets right into the 27 machine. Gives him a 190-mile-an-hour hit. And tough break for Benjamin Miles. He had had some solid finishes coming into this race at Kansas. He had been on a bit of a streak of top 10s going on. But alas, it was dire straits for the 27 team. As Benjamin Miles continues his quest for his first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. Pace car's lights are off as we'll get the restart on lap number 34. We'll have 8 laps to go. Cars out of the race. John Arndt, Zach Winkle, Cole Baker, Dawson Wise, Nick Johnson, Zachary Fitzwater, Sky Cummins, Michael Norman, Daniel Olson out of the race. Amari Stoudemire Jr. and Benjamin Miles. There are 11 cars out of this event. 30 cars still running. All of them are on the lead lap. And the average speed of the 3 cautions has brought this average down to a 126.5 miles per hour. Considering they qualified here at 186 miles per hour, that's obviously a big drop. But that's what caution flags do to you. Sometimes cautions breed cautions even on a 1.5-mile racetrack. But Joshua Collard looking for his 2nd win of the season. He's in the lead. Dylan Young looking for his 4th win of the season. He right now ties Chris Dalton for most wins in the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season with 3. Jessica Shelton looking for her 2nd win of the season. She won at Sonoma earlier in the season. The green flag waves on the 34th lap of this race. Several cars scraping that wall a little bit again. Dylan Young, car number 2, looking to the inside. Young takes a peek to the inside. He'll bring Shelton with him. Through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Dylan Young takes the lead in car number 2. Collard to the high side. He and Shelton about sideswipe each other as they come to the start-finish line. Young led the lap, and here comes Shelton for the lead. But Joshua Sakuli wants to take the win himself. Remember, he had Chicagoland 1 until the last restart of the day when Michael Norman got the best of him on the backstretch and took the win away from him. 5 laps to go. Sakuli to the lead now. Car number 12. Here comes Ryan George and Keith Batson. Batson, we haven't talked about him at all day, and he's going for the lead. He'll bring Chris Dalton with him in 55. Young goes by Shelton. Talk about one mad scramble to the finish. We're going to have Batson to the lead. 4 to go. Batson has not won a race since, I believe, season number 13, I think, in this series. Season 13 or 12, whichever. And he would like to get a win here today, but Dalton and Gardner wants to spoil the fun. Johnny Gardner has not won in a long time himself in the 28 car. Several guys hungry for a victory. Johnny Gardner to the inside. He's got Dalton. Here comes Ryan George, number 30. Dalton Day's in there. Seth Cole, he wants to avenge his loss at Dover. Trent Dunham's in this mix. Chelsea Bowles is trying to gain some points herself in that 26 car. 3 laps to go. Ryan George out in front, car number 30. Here comes Dalton Day, car number 20 to the inside. Seth Cole's in there. Trent Dunham's getting into it now in that 1 car. This is a 190 mile an hour pace lap happening here. Day to the high side. Here comes Cole. 2 laps to go. Trent Dunham's going to make it 3 wide. Chelsea Bowles almost made it 4 wide in the 26 car. Day to the high side. Bowles to the inside. Collard's getting back into it. Here comes Andrew Perry in the 5 car. It'll be the white flag this time by Collard to the inside of Chelsea Bowles. As the white flag waves, 1 more lap to go. Here comes Collard for the lead. Andrew Perry's not out of this yet in that 5 car. Here he comes to the inside. Osborne's getting into it in the 17 machine. Perry to the inside of Collard as they go down through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Collard throws the block on Andrew Perry. That may be all she wrote. Here comes Perry to the inside off the 4th turn. He takes his shot. Short. Joshua Collard wins the Camping World RB 400 here at Kansas. What a spectacular finish that was in Kansas Speedway. As car number 43, the King Richard Petty colors, Joshua Collard takes the win here at Kansas Speedway. Whew, wow. What a finish here today on this 1.5-mile tri-oval at Kansas Speedway. Oh my gosh. I'm out of the breath here. Average speed 132.642. Joshua Collard holds off a hard-charging Andrew Perry to win the race. And if you remember, it was on this race. It was at this race last season actually. Andrew Perry made his debut in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So he almost pulled off a win in his debut race from a season ago. But here's your finishing order in today's event here. Joshua Collard wins. Andrew Perry 2nd. Joshua Osborne comes home 3rd. 4th, Chelsea Bowles. 5th position was Chris Dalton. Trent Dunham comes home 6th. 7th was Zed Weinstein, the pole sitter. 8th position was Ryan George. Jessica Shelton comes home in 9th. And 10th position was Dalton Day. And Jess does gain some points, on Dylan Young for this race. After this race. Seth Cole comes home 11th. 12th was Kev Shearer. 13th, Keith Batson. 14th, Levi McIntyre. We haven't talked about him at all today. He had a solid run here today. Johnny Gardner, 15th position. 16th, Charles Sanford. 17th, Dylan Young. Kyle Matthews, 18th. 19th was Joshua Sakuli. And 20th position was Jeremy Jones. Quentin Moore coming home 21st, matching his car number. Paul Minnick, 22nd. 23rd was Chris Dodd. 24th was John Gilbert. 25th, J.T. Bryant. Jonathan Zorlin, 26th. Matt Dalio, 27th. Cole Deaver, 28th. Dylan Poteet, 29th. And Jesse Turner comes home in 30th position, the last car to finish in the race. Cars out of the race are 11 of them. Benjamin Miles, Amari Stoudemire Jr., Daniel Olson, Michael Norman, Sky Common, Zachary Fitzwater, Nick Johnson, Dawson Wise, Cole Baker, Zach Winkle, and John Arndt are all the cars out of the race. So a great finish today at Kansas Speedway here, and for the second time in 3 races, Joshua Collard brings the King Richard Petty 43 to victory lane here today as he takes home the title at the Camping World RV 400 at Kansas Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You never know what you'll find on this channel here, here in our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires on this channel. You'll find it here. So the next race on the tour will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the NASCAR on Speed 500. So until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.